as I mentioned, I got into mediation through this project on humanistic education for law school, and I began to notice shortly after I started teaching at the University of Houston Law School that in the legal world, law school and practice world, there was a huge amount of unhappiness. And I thought that a big part of it was from the adversarial atmosphere that pervades law schools as well as the practice world. And that I thought that mediation was a way to change the way lawyers see the world. And that because part of the cause of the suffering was a very limited kind of mindset, which I wrote about in 1982, and I called it the lawyer's standard philosophical map. I thought mediation is a way to help change and broaden the philosophical map that dominated and still dominates mainly the profession and legal education.
That map being, the gist of that map being?
The gist of the map is a very adversarial perspective on the world. The idea that people's interests are often opposed to one another, and that if you and I are in some sort of a conflict, it's mainly a win-lose, and when I get, you lose, or vice versa, and that we'll probably, if we're in a legal context, we're going to settle this dispute by reference to a rule of law rather than by reference to our relationship or our actual underlying interests or needs. And I thought that was the essence of the way, the assumption or the mindset that pervaded law school and also pervaded at least big parts of the practicing profession and certainly the world of litigation.
Do you think so still?
Yeah, I do. Oh, I think it's not as dominant, but I still think it's dominant.